part of the show, but no matter what, you're gonna bring the energy. What will you trade? What games will you play? What's inside is gonna be a mystery, but you won't regret what you collect at CARDPARTY. What's that spell? Card party, 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 card party. Come on down, it's the top of the town. Everybody comes and stays up late. Show me what you got, you better take your shot. I need that card, would you be open to trade? You won't regret the cards you get at CARDPARTY. Because card party, 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 card party. Card party, 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 CARDPARTY.
Hello everybody, good evening. How are you doing tonight? My name is Gonzo and we apologize for the technical difficulties and the delays, but we are here. We are 56 days away from Card Party San Diego. Get your tickets now. We are in the last few days to get the tickets at the pricing they are at right now. April 1st, they do unfortunately go up, but that's not what we're here about today. We're here for some behind the scenes stories, talk about what you may or may not see, some tips and tricks and everything in between. And I have some very special guests tonight. This man you guys have seen, he is the man behind the curtain. We have just another Chris. He is the man, the face behind the camera and everything. And of course, you guys know, I don't know, you guys might know producer Dan. He's a guy. No, we have producer Dan, the producer, of course, behind Deep Pocket Monster, and and I would say co-producer of these live streams along with Chris. Welcome, you two. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good, doing good.
Good. I
Very
love
good.
to hear.
Excited to be here.
I'm so excited. We're 56 days away. We're on a technicality less than 2 months away from Card Party San Diego. I know I'm excited. I know you two excited. Chat, let us know if you're excited. And we're just going to jump straight into it. Dan, do you have any beans that you're allowed to share with us?
No, I don't have any beans that I'm allowed to share right now. That'll be a Pat question for when he comes on one of these. But yeah. I'm sure there will be beans at some point that I'd be allowed to share. But right now, it's just keeping those beans captive, keeping them on a plate on a table somewhere, and they're
gonna get pushed over.
It's always better. It's always better if you wait, right?
Yeah.
I know I've become the one that's become the one on the channel that's like they have to wait for it.
Yes,
but yeah.
But you and Pat are notorious. It's so funny because here's a behind the scenes story about beans. I'm not gonna spill the beans. They're just about the beans itself. So every once in a while, it's either Pat or Dan. One of them will tell me something first, and then I have to, of course, keep the beans to myself. But then the other person would be like, "Oh, hey, this is what's going on." And I have to pretend that person told me first. And they're like, "Huh, Dan already told you," or Dan would be like, "Pat told you already?" I'm like, "Of course." So they get so excited about the beans that they always end up telling either myself or Ian because they're excited for not only what's going on with Pat's channel, but with Card Party. And a huge thank you to Pinky Pogo with a $49.99 super chat with Let's Party. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you guys are excited. But let's talk about some past beans, stuff that's happened in the past, not really secrets anymore. Dan, what was your very first, like, your emotions and everything when Pat came to you and said, hey, we're going to start an event? No name yet. We have no idea what we're doing, but we want to start an event. How was that?
I could tell you the exact moment. I was in an Uber with him, and we were on a shoot. This would have been 2022. And he had an opportunity to create an event in an entrepreneurial space, and he has done that before. I've been to it. That was great in that space at that time. But it was like, hey, I think we could create an event that would be the one that we'd want to go to, that we'd want to be at. And I could still exactly remember that moment and in that Uber ride as the channel is growing and things are going on and we're shooting, and it's like, this is something we got to do. We've got to move forward on it. And about a year and a half later, it was Card Party first edition in Anaheim. So it's a crazy journey. There's so much work that goes on behind the scenes, so much work to be able to pull off an event like this. And we've got the right team with the right people involved. That's why all the logistics and all that kind of stuff gets handled well, because if Pat and I were having to handle like tickets and lines and organizing how things are set up in the right way, that it would never work. But having the right team who do this, and they do it often, we were able to go like that very first Card Party to go off as well as it did, thanks to the right people and team that we had in place. And that's not us. So
yeah, Card Party Anaheim was an amazing experience. It was, of course, the first one, and I originally was not going to go. It was to me, it was like, maybe I want to wait. Maybe I want to wait to see what happens and get experiences, and then I'll go to the next one. Hopefully it's in California again. Spoiler alert, it was not in California again yet. But my good friends, Ian with Ian and Jay's Corner TCG, who were feature creators at the first one, were like, no, dude, go. Come on. Like, the one-time peer pressure worked, and it worked hard. If you are thinking about going or you're on the fence, get a one-day pass for Saturday or Sunday and come. Hang out with friends, meet people. Even if you're a small creator and you don't think that's where you that's not where you belong, trust me, that is where you belong. There's so many opportunities and people you can meet. I was just there as a fan for the very first Card Party, and then I made it a goal to go to the second Card Party as a feature creator, and that succeeded. And now I am here on the Card Party YouTube channel hosting a live stream with so many friends and people that I met because of Card Party. So if you guys are on the fence about going as a creator or as a fan, get a one-day pass. Check it out. It can't hurt. But Chris also has an experience with the very first Card Party. He was one of the men behind the camera again. Chris, tell us about your first experience with Card Party.
It's kind of funny. I was just telling you right before we were streaming, because I was sending Dan the call link to join the stream. And it's funny, Dan, we haven't actually messaged each other on Facebook since we first contacted and started chatting about me coming on to Card Party and / Deep Pocket Monster 3 years ago, basically today almost.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right? It's crazy. And Card Party Gen 1, I've been a part of all of them, and that was basically my first time I've ever really got to a chance to work with Pat and the rest of the team. I know Dan and I, we had met years prior, but we never really worked together. And so I have a soft spot for Card Party. Obviously, I'm a big part of the team, but it was really when I first got my hands dirty, as they might say, with the team. Like, that actually sounded kind of bad, but
the Card Party team buries bodies when we're not working on Card Party.
Yeah, and I was behind the camera. I was just shooting and recording, just being a body wherever I was needed, and that's still kind of true now. You know, just wherever I'm at. In Tampa, I was one of Pat's security guards for a while, for like most of the time.
Yeah.
Then in Seattle, I was the behind the scenes shooter, which I got lots of behind the scenes stuff coming. In fact, there's a fun video coming out this weekend.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, a lot of the videos that are coming up on this channel is all thanks to Chris and the behind-the-scenes videos that he picks up, and he does some quick edits to them to make them ready for you guys to watch. Artemis says, the first card party was so amazing, I had so much fun, and it was just nice getting to hang out with everybody. And it's true. If you're a fan, if you're a spectator, or if you're just somewhere in between, you're going to have fun. I hope you have fun at least. And there's so much things you can do there. You can meet the creators that you've never thought you would get to meet online friends from the chat that you never thought you would get to meet, and meet brand new people. And I know that part's scary for some people, and I get it. But since you're surrounded by so many people that are in the same hobby and space as you are, it makes it a little easier. And I think that's a great segue to lean into my next question for Dan. Dan, what are some tips and tricks that you want to give to first-time card party attendees?
Sure. Yeah. It obviously depends on who you are and what you're going for, what you're looking to do. You know, if you're coming to look for cards and get that kind of stuff, you come to it prepared like you would for any kind of expo. Bring in your binder, bring in trade cards, bring in cash, whatever it is that you might want to get to go look for those cards. Come in with a plan and an idea for that. I'm not the guy that's, the one to talk to for all that. Is probably more you, Gonzo, on here anyways. But if you're a creator who's coming, events will always have a strong place in my heart, because going to events as a creator changed my life. It's exactly where Chris and I met. Mm-hmm. In 2018 at an event that was a creator event in LA, and we were both working it in different ways. I was volunteering, Chris was working it on the live stream side, and I still remember us talking in the hallway at the very end of that event. It was like the last day, like we're all kind of leaving, and both of us, not leaving yet, but like the end of the night, and we were both exhausted and tired, and it's just like, hey, we've kind of seen each other in passing, and just start talking a little bit in the hallways. It's crazy, because if that conversation didn't happen, we might not be here. No. And so when you think about going to events, if you're a creator, whether you've been in it for a long time or an aspiring creator, getting to events like this, you look at it as an opportunity to build connection, and not even just networking, right? Because you can network with sponsors and different things, but just an opportunity to connect deeper with other creators in the space and connect deeper with your audience who is here. The people who are here that are your perfect audience that are at this show, come in being with a open mind on whatever comes your way. And also for everybody, it's live. There's a lot of people. We're in the moment. We all get tired. We all get exhausted at some point, and that can lead to getting frustrated or upset or whatever. And what you want to do is just say, you know what, no matter what happens, I'm going to go and make sure that I have a good time, and that I could make sure other people around me are having a good time. And when you go in with that attitude, no matter what happens, 3 days is a long time, and there's a lot of people, and it's exhausting after a while. If you go in with that attitude, it will make for a much better time, regardless of what happens. Regardless if you find the thing you're looking for, don't get to connect with the people you want to connect with, or you do. If you have that kind of an attitude, that I think it'll be really important for coming away with saying, you know what, that was a great time no matter what.
Yes. And it's such a great time that Alf's Kitchen 1, I hope I said your username right. He did a $10 super chat saying, can't wait to attend. My son and I are really looking forward to all the fun. And I hope if it's your first one, I hope you guys have the best time ever. And if it's your second time, third time, fourth time, because even though we're only in our fourth year, this is not our fourth card party, because we had 2 last year. Now we're having 3 this year. So Alf, I hope you and your son have a great and wonderful time. Everyone's saying hello in the chat. Thank you guys. And I want to get back to what Dan was talking about as on the creator side. If you're an up and coming creator, if you're thinking about starting a channel soon, Card Party is a perfect place to go for that, especially if you want. It doesn't even have to be Pokemon content. The panels that are there are going to be fantastic, especially the one that Dan, I don't know if he's going to do it again, he did a storytelling panel and talked about the storytelling aspects of YouTube. And then he and Pat will talk about the everything on YouTube, and even give you guys behind the scenes of the Deep Pocket Monster channel, showing you analytics and graphs and everything that YouTube does offer the content creators. So if you guys are very interested in that, I know I am. I go to them every time I get the chance, because there's always something you can learn, even as a veteran of the YouTube space. And I can't wait to go, and I hope I can see it again. Chris, what are some panels that you were looking forward to this year?
Ooh, panels. Honestly, I mean, truthfully, the one that Dan does, it's really insightful, and it's been really cool to see. I'm gonna get a little like toot your horn a little bit here, but it's been really cool to see the evolution of how you're presenting. It's just so cool from the back end of it, of how like the confidence level has just gone like through the roof, and the information alone is just honestly like I find myself just like plopping down. I'm like, I know Dan, but man, I get to learn some stuff.
Yeah,
this is awesome. And of course, Pat pops in there and throws out some wisdom as well, and that one's the best one, honestly.
Yeah, last year one of the panels for YouTube was Pat, Dan, Alex Ketchum, and one of our friends we saw in chat earlier, Powder TCG. And that's the thing, you don't know who's going to show up on the you'll know who's going to show up on the panels when the full schedules come out. And that Jason, there is not a sample schedule out yet for San Diego. The closest you'll get to a sample schedule is the schedules from 2025. They are very similar. They change very, very little. The starting times, closing times, opening ceremony, all that stuff changes very little. But that's going to be the great way to put it. And you can, but there's so much that happens. There's the pack battles. There's the live stage pack battles that you guys can do when you go, because you will have the opportunity to pack battle each other for points. But potentially, we don't know what. I'm assuming that's coming back. It's not safe to assume, but it's happened every single time. There's so much happening. I know what I can talk about is the live stage is coming back. The live stream from Card Party is coming. I will be one of the hosts. I don't know who else is hosting this year, but I know it's going to be a great team. And I hope you guys come and join. Hit that notification bell if you guys want to be part of Card Party. If you can't make it, and there might be another giveaway again, or 2 or 7. I don't know the numbers. I'm just talking because I'm so excited for Card Party and what's going on. And chat, I want you guys to tell us what you guys want to know about Card Party, what you guys think about it, and what you guys want to talk about. With that, Dan, you stayed in the Gaylord in San Diego, which if you guys have not booked your room yet, please book it now. Go through the Card Party website. It is cheaper that way. Trust us. But Dan stayed at the Card Party, at the Gaylord in San Diego very recently during the filming of challenge number 4 for Team Rocket. That's where the highlight reel for the Gaylord in San Diego comes from, is Dan's visit. Dan, talk about the Gaylord a little bit for us. What can we expect there? And what was exciting for you that you want to do again?
Yeah, this place is great. I've been to both the Texas one and the San Diego one, and each are unique in their own way, which is really cool. They're both big, but big in different ways too. Texas, of course, is super wide, huge amount of space, big round kind of space, where San Diego is just really, really tall. It feels like you're kind of seeing the hotels in Vegas, I would say. You could see it from the plane when you're flying in. You could see that in the footage that I took there. Like, it literally just shoots out right like by the water there, and you could see from so far away. You're like, oh my gosh, is that where I'm going to be staying? And there's so many pools, like as you could see in the video. There's so many pools. There's 2 water slides that you could go down. The wave pool was so cool. It has this big TV screen. They were playing like ESPN or something during the day, and I guess they play different things all around the time. There's the lazy river, which reminds me a lot of Orlando, which was a great like pool place. Like, there was so many pools and things. That's what I loved about that Orlando spot that we had. And this, to me, is just even grander than that. And there's a whole bunch of places to eat. I think there's something like 11 or 12 that spaces to spots to eat at with inside the resort, so you don't have to leave in that sense. There's this market right here. There's coffee. I believe this was open until 11 or 12 at night. I could be wrong, and maybe that could have just been the day that I was there. But coffee late is a great option, especially for us who are working on this thing. Because even though when the show might end, Pat, I, and the team are still like setting things up for the next day till 1, 2 in the morning. So
Indeed.
just having somewhere where there's coffee available is a great thing. But there was a market with a bunch of different things, a whole bunch of elevators to get upstairs. The front lobby was really cool, as you see here, with like all these water elements. There was even like a whole water section that you could sit around right there in the lobby, and a lobby bar. And I was just picturing when I was sitting in there, just imagining the unofficial trade nights that happen inside the lobbies and how everyone's hanging out there. When I was staying there was like a group, it looks like some kind of small business event that was happening, and all these guys are like, in their suits and sweater vests kind of stuff, and just sitting there, and I'm like, man, what a contrast this is going to be when everyone is like swarming this place, taking this place over, and up till like 2 in the morning trading cards and buying and whatever, like just doing all that crazy stuff that always happens in the lobby. And it's always a lot of fun, and a really great, like, it'll be a really great time. So I really enjoyed the time that I stayed there at the Gaylord, and I didn't even get to experience much because I was only there for a little bit. I stayed one night, and then we had to go and shoot videos. We did go eat at the sports bar, I think, Gonzo's, that we did sit down and eat, and I remember the food being really good. There was other places to try.
I wasn't there. I wasn't invited. I'm not going.
It was the hotel room was great as well. It was really great. I actually got a room where there was a balcony, and you can oversee all of the water parks and slides and all that stuff. Just and the bay, like, you got the whole bay right out there. It's just like great views and really close to the airport too. Like really not a far drive to get back and forth to the airport. So if you're flying in from out of town, it was super convenient. Yeah. I mean, everything in San Diego is 30 minutes away. So if you're within 15 minutes, you're closer than everything.
That's quick.
Yeah. So
yes. Yeah, we ate at the sports bar. It was amazing food, great atmosphere. The staff was so nice. And then there's a steakhouse, a American diner, sushi, the market, and then there's a couple of poolside markets and bars out there. There's an adult pool if you guys don't have any kids with you. If you want to take a break from the kids, go hang out at the adult pool. No kids are allowed in that area, so have fun. Relax a little bit. Don't get too crazy because there is still going to be a lot of kids around. It's not blocked off. It's just, hey, don't go in this area. But enjoy it. Have fun. The sports bar, I think I had the barbecue burger. I think. And then we had the hot wings there. Fantastic. That's where I learned that Dan is a heat monster, and he'll put the hottest hot sauce on wherever you go. He's going to ask for a hot sauce, whatever the hottest they have, and then he'll put it on, and he'll be, this isn't hot enough.
It's true.
Was it you or is it Pat, Dan, that has the pickle thing? Was that Pat?
That's Pat.
Pat. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to see this legendary thing. I guess he eats a pickle weird.
I haven't seen it either, but I've heard stories. Yeah. Pancakes, pizza.
He likes pickles.
Yes. The coffee shop, the market that we saw earlier, my family and I went to the Gaylord to go check it out as soon as the announcement was made. And we got food at the market because we didn't have, we just wanted to check it out. We didn't want to go to any of the diners yet. We wanted to experience that as we stay there for the event. We had the flatbread pizza. We had the burger, some grilled cheese, and of course we had the dessert there. Oh, the dessert you can just grab from the fridge that they make is so good. We had some tiramisu, a parfait, and a chocolate cake, and it was amazing. I might trade some cards if someone offers me the cake. It was that good. I got a question.
Yes. For you, actually.
Yes.
and I didn't mean to cut you off, but question for you, because a lot of people think that I'm local. Like, people think I'm from San Diego because I produce Deep Pocket Monster, but I'm from New York, so I couldn't be further from you guys.
People think I'm from New York because my attitude.
Yes, exactly. We could swap. So, as someone who is local,
Ooh, tacos.
and you've already been in the Gaylord, and I know that you're going to be staying for Card Party, what's the value and benefit as someone who's local to actually stay at the Gaylord? Because I know, obviously, like, I could speak to me coming from out of town. It makes most sense for me to stay there, especially that I'm working it. But even outside of working it, like, the value of, like, hey, I'm local, I could come back and forth. But you knowing what you've been, not even just as someone who's worked with us, but as someone who's been an attendee to Card Party, like,
Yes.
why do you feel it's important for you, even your family, to be staying at the resort?
People. The tips and tricks for staying at at not just this resort, any of the hotels that Card Party is going to partner with, the best reason is distance and time. The best way I can put it is, yes, I'm local to San Diego. I can drive 30 minutes from my house to the hotel every single day, every single night. But it's about the time. Even if I wasn't a feature creator and I wasn't part of the team, staying up until 1, 2 in the morning, helping the team out, I'm still going to be at the lobby in the bar area, talking to people, trading until 1 or 2 in the morning. And then you would have to drive a half hour and then come back, or get an Uber and then come back. It's all about the time. Like, if you value your time, stay at the resort or hotels that Card Party partners with. And then it's just so convenient that if you want to take a break, you just go up to the hotel room, or you, like in Florida, you just go back to the hotel and go across the street. There's always time and place that if you want to get comfortable, you can. If you are at an Airbnb or at a hotel down the road, you have to just go sit in a hallway. Sit in a hallway, go sit down somewhere to charge your phone. You kind of just have to hide somewhere to relax. You can't go back to your room. And then if you don't rent a car because you're staying off-site, you're spending more. People want to say, oh, I'm going to save money because I'm not staying at this hotel. I'm going to go down the road. Well, you're not really saving money because you're either getting an Uber every day, twice a day, and then you're also or you're renting a car. There's no real money saving there. If you stayed on site, you don't have to rent a car. You don't have to get an Uber. You just go down the elevator and you're there. For San Diego, if you're in, I believe Florida it's not a resort as far as I know. It is a hotel across the street kind of situation. It's the same thing. You can cross the street and you're there. If you value your time, and I value my time a lot, especially since I'm older. On my back, I get hurt a lot. Just ask Dan how bad my back is. I want to value my time sleeping as long as I can. If you're off site, you have to wake up early, get dressed, and then come in. So it's all about your time. If you value your time, stay at the Gaylord. If you don't value your time or you don't care as much, stay off site. It's okay. But if your argument is to save money, put the car rental or the Uber back and forth every day to see how much money you're actually saving. Because if that's an argument, look at it. Just because you're saving money in one spot doesn't mean you're actually saving money. And then the biggest benefit, besides valuing your time, valuing your money, is the people. We're going to go right back to the people and the connections. Because here's a spoiler for you guys. Dan was saying, like, the team stays up to finish projects for the next day, to put the games together for the next day. When we go back upstairs from wherever we're at when we have to go through the lobby to get to the elevator, spoiler, that's the best time to meet Pat if you don't want a crazy long line, because there's no one down there that late at night at 1, 2 in the morning. And so sometimes we'll sit down at the lobby and we'll eat something as a team, and that's where we'll say hello to you guys. So that's a huge one. Plus meeting and congregating and talking to a lot of people where it's not as crazy. It's not as chaotic as the floor. There's no vendors. There's no. Sometimes there might be a few cameras out taking pictures and videos of people opening packs together. If that's what you want from Card Party, stay at the hotel or the resort that Card Party is partnering with, and you're not going to regret it. So those are my takeaways. Value your time, value your money, and think about the connections you can make, especially if you're a content creator trying to make connections with other content creators for possible collaborations, partnerships. And we even got to sit down with the Vault X team. So not only can you meet people on the floor as a content creator to try to make partnerships with, they are also in the lobby, and a lot of these people do want to make partnerships with the smaller creators, because smaller creators do bring in just as many people as Pat or Leonhard, Super Duper Danny. The smaller creators also bring in numbers that these companies do value.
Well, so smaller creators also have the most loyal viewers.
And I think that's why that's why I was saying, like, they bring in the same numbers sometimes, because of that loyalty factor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're smaller, but they're stronger. That's my takeaway. If you guys have anything different, I would honestly love to hear it.
Well, I want to just quickly throw out a quick shout out to Catamal, the social media manager, runs all the stuff. Today is
happy
her birthday.
Birthday, Kat. No, today's not her birthday.
Happy birthday.
Birthday's
It's her
coming
birthday
up
month.
Month.
It was March 8th, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Someone said happy birthday there. Either way, everyone wish her a belated happy birthday.
We can always sing the Cat. When I say we, I mean you two, because I'm
copyrighted?
Not.
It used to be.
It's copyrighted, I think.
Remember that? I think there was a thing where you couldn't do that, at least for a while. I don't know if it's true anymore.
Sea Dragon Mom says, absolutely, host hotels make it all worth the less stress. Artemis says, I sometimes need a nap in the afternoon, and having the hotel right there is so nice. You don't have to drive to go back to the room. Yeah, that's and if you're Artemis, I don't want to put her on the spot, but she doesn't have a family. But there's families sorry, it sounded a little weird. I apologize. It goes back to the Uber or renting a car.
Especially with gas prices right now, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So if you rent a car and you're like, oh, I want to go back to the Airbnb or our hotel to eat, to take a lunch break, to sit down, to take a nap. Or if you're with your family and they do that, that's multiple trips you have to do. So it's more than just 2 trips a day. Then you have to fill that car up with gas when you return it as a rental. You don't have to do that with staying at the hotel. You just have to get 1 trip to the hotel and 1 trip to the airport, and you're good. Ian, I know Ian has some. I want to hear Ian's advice on why you should stay at the hotel. You're all good, gods. I'm happy being single, but enjoying meeting new people. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you, Artemis.
So if Jay was here, he would also be with you.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think too, one of the reasons that went into the team going with the Gaylord brand, especially between Texas and San Diego, was very much is that a lot of people gave us the feedback of what they loved about year 1 and Gen 2 was being able to literally just go right up to your hotel rooms. Like the fact that if you stayed there, you could just go back and forth. You could leave your valuables up there and then come down and just have someone brought that up in chat. Like you could leave your binders, go back and get your binders. You don't need to constantly carry this with backpacks and all this stuff around you or worry about putting that down. It's like, you know what? I'm going to go drop this off so that I could just come right back and not have to worry about it. If you're a creator, or even if you're not a creator and you just like to record your openings and all different things, you don't have to always carry all that gear around with you and be able to go back and forth up to the room. So that was a big deciding factor into that. It's just that the event has grown. We couldn't fit it in regular hotel conference centers anymore. So we needed something that had more size. With the Gaylord, the convention center there, it's going to be all 1 floor. So we're not in separate rooms. Like the expo room is all 1 floor. Yes, the main stage is separate, but you're not going to have the split up in the expo hall floor. Everything's going to be all within this one giant space. So you're able to, you got to navigate around all the vendor tables and everything, but we've got to have the versus stage where the creators are pack battling each other. We've got the eCam stage. We've got all the different sponsor stages and everything else that goes on around there. And so it's all in one big open space that is so nice because you're never going to have to be like, what room haven't I gone into? It's just all in there. And then you could just go back up and forth into your room, which again is just up an escalator and then up an elevator. Like that's all you got to do to get up into your room. And so that was a huge deciding factor because we got a lot of feedback of people really, really liking that.
I'll add one last thing to the hotel room thing. Just having a little sanctuary spot just to rest, because it can get pretty loud in there. A lot of craziness is happening. It's a good time, but being able just to have a quick spot just to be by yourself for a few minutes or just take a quick little siesta, that's a little that's worth it just for that. Just saying. That's my 2 cents.
I'm laughing so hard right now because Powder, one of our great friends, he's yelling at me on behalf of Artemis. He's like, "Bro, why'd you have to say it like that about her not having a family?" I love Artemis. She's been a true friend of mine for years. I want to say since about 2021. So Artemis, just know that Powder has your back. But I saw 2 questions in chat that I want to touch on. One was from JoJo. Sorry, it's going to take me a minute to not laugh. How is the trade night going to be set up? As far as right now, I don't have the answer for that. I don't think anyone in this room has the answer for that. The trade night that information will be set up closer to the actual event time. That I'm sure it will be made public at some point. But the last couple of years, the trade night usually was just the area outside of the actual convention hall. So that if it goes off the patterns of the previous years, that's where the trade night will going to be, either right outside the convention hall where the sales floors are, or right outside the hallway of the main stage of the evening shows. And then the second question I wanted to touch on was from Pinky Pogo. Yes, since it's such a big place, will there be designated meetup spots? Yes and no. There will be a meetup spots and locations for the official meet and greets for the content creators of the Fur Card Party. And then if you need to make your own meetup spots with your own team, your own crew, your own friends, there will probably be that would be best to get with them to let them know, like, hey, this is the landmark or the stage that we're by. Come meet us over here. So I would say that's probably the best answer for the meetup spots. There's an official meet and greet area, and then there's spots that there'll be space where you can meet your friends, and that's where everyone will be. Artemis says,
San Diego. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I'll just bring Artemis. Yeah, I take no offense, and thanks, Powder.
I was going to say, for San Diego, it's big, but very big vertically. So I think it's going to be pretty easy to find people or meet up and be like, hey, meet me by here, meet me by here. It'd be pretty easy. I think Texas is going to be the one that's going to be, hey, meet me by the, like, mini train set over here on this side. Like, it's going to take a bit more of, like, that place is massive in Texas, which I'm so excited for because it's just this giant sphere, and there's so many different spots to hang out inside of Dallas. And I know we'll do more as we get closer to Dallas, because right now everything's all about San Diego because it's our closest one and Dallas is our furthest one. But I'm so excited for it, having been there as well, because that one, though, you're definitely going to need to be like, figure out your lay of the land. It feels like Disney World.
Am I crazy, or do I see a roller coaster in the footage for that one for Dallas? Or it just looks like it should have a roller coaster.
It looks like yes, because there are like mini train sets that are around. So like there's that, and they have a water park that they could. It's not on site like the water at San Diego, like how San Diego has that there. Dallas has one that they will give you a shuttle. They do have pools. I think the pools at Texas are not as big at the actual resort, but they have a water park that they have shuttles to. that you just get on from the resort and take these shuttles. I don't think it's that far, but it's just like they just take a shuttle to a separate water park. I didn't get to go to that water park, but I think that's bigger than what's in San Diego. So it's like there's going to be a lot of options, and I think when it comes to if you're going to come to multiple of these events this year, then but man, San Diego, yeah, it's big, but it's just big vertically, and that's definitely more of the way to look at it. It feels a lot like if anyone was at Orlando, it just feels like the Orlando place on steroids. So that's a good way to kind of think about it.
Yeah. Pinky says, yeah, we got lost at the Gaylord in Texas. So give that an idea of how big these locations are. You're going to get lost. Thankfully, they have maps there like it would be for a hotel, or not a hotel, a hospital or an actual amusement park. It's touchscreen. It's what I really liked for the maps. I don't know why I said menus. The maps at the Gaylord it's touchscreen, so you can be like, oh, I want to go to a shop, I want to go to the market, I need to go to the pools, I want to go to this specific restaurant. If you tap on it, it would do the "you are here," and then literally dots will move across the map to tell you exactly how to go there, and if you need to take escalators or elevators to get down there. And speaking of escalators and elevators, there's even if you guys are bringing your family and your kids, just like Artemis is bringing all of hers, there's an arcade there. So check out the arcade. It's going to be so fun. When we went, when my family and I went to go check it out, we couldn't go in to the arcade because it is key card locked. But my eldest is so excited to play some video games with other kids his age, because it is so hard to do this sometimes, especially with kids. And I'm glad that he wants to do all this. But I think my son is getting into Pokemon all on his own. He found it. I think he's more excited to check out and trade with other kids. He's building his own trade binder. We might have to make him a second one just so he knows, like, this is a trade binder and this is the ones you want to keep forever. But he's excited to do some trades, and hopefully we can do that with you guys. Artemis says, I'm glad I'm going a few days early. Will give me time to explore the Gaylord and figure out the layout. Yeah, so if you guys want to come early, of course you can always do that. And there's other perks and everything else the Gaylord will offer, like is it an e-bike or a scooter they let you borrow, Dan?
I think it's... Yeah, I believe it's a bike that you get. I didn't get to do it, but I think you get one bike complimentary with your stay. Again, that you just have to figure out with them. I don't know if that was just an offering at the time that I went, but they did have one where they gave a complimentary bike, because there's a bike path and walking path right along the bay, right behind the Gaylord. So you could literally just go out there and walk along the bay, but I think they also have a bike that you can rent for extra time. But there was one that came like one time complimentary. With my stay there, which again I didn't get to use because we had to go shoot a video. But there was that option. What I also like, and I think this will be great for an episode when we do one of these with you and Ian, Gonzo, is to be able to talk about what is even just local there being in Chula Vista. I know we have Starbread, which is Pat's favorite place that anyone will see in a video. So I think anyone who wants to see what all the fuss is about with Pat really enjoying Starbread, you need to make your way over there, get an Uber or do an Uber Eats or something from Starbread, which is really close. We also have, Slim's Rips, who's got his new place that's not too far. So you could go to some of the local shops that you see in Deep Pocket Monster videos. That's one of the things we've been so excited about being able to bring Card Party to San Diego about, was the fact of, like, you can go to the shops that are the local people that you see in a lot of the Deep Pocket Monster videos. Obviously, we go all around the place. We love to go to new cities and check out new shops and everything. But the home base, our Canto, if you will, is is San Diego, where it's like you'll be able to go to these places, and Slim's is one of the closest, even at his new spot, is still fairly close compared to a lot of the other shops.
Yeah.
And so getting out there and being able to go to some of these, especially if you get there early, he's going to be with us. You'll be able to see him and his crew at Card Party. But if you get there early, those are some options that you can have to go around and look at this. I would love for when we have Ian on one of these countdown to card party shows, is that Gonzo, you and Ian go over the local stuff, especially stuff in Chula Vista and in the surrounding areas of places to eat, things to do. I know the zoo is like the big thing over there, and some things like that. So excited for my family to be able to get and enjoy a bunch of that as we get there before card party even happens. So excited to be able to, San Diego is a very family centric city compared to like an LA or something. So being able to do more things with the family there, and not feeling as hectic as it would a little north of you, is stuff that I'm personally looking forward to, with bringing my kids and my wife out there for the first time to enjoy what San Diego in that area has to offer.
Yeah, absolutely. And this isn't a spoiler. Ian said it in chat already. He's going to be on sometime next month. It'll probably be in 2 weeks from now, maybe the week after our spring break, because I like my family. I want to spend time with them a little bit. San Diego Zoo is a lot of fun. Been once, and I got a lot of great photos, says Artemis. Ian says, party at my house, and he's not my house, at his house. That's a weird way to say my house. That's not how you spell it. Chris and Dan, how long will you be there before card party starts? Asked Jamie's cousin O.
Ooh. Well, for me, I'll probably be there at least one or 2 days before. I think I'll be coming in on that Thursday or Wednesday, I think, is what's going to happen. I don't know about you.
Yeah. I might be coming in with the family at the beginning of the week, maybe on Monday, because we'll do some family stuff where we won't be doing work things. Because for me, things get crazy from Wednesday through Monday morning.
Yeah.
So it's like
I like the opportunity that Card Party gives, like, to go to different cities, and I usually get like at least 1 day of like maybe doing something I don't normally get to go do.
For Seattle, Jay and Dan and I went on a little adventure to go find some pizza, and they're both from New York, so they're like, we're gonna judge it. I'm like, okay. Like, and then but then we went, I did the same thing when we went to New York. There's so much pizza. We ate so much pizza that I was like, I need like Taco Bell or any kind of Mexican food right now to cancel all this out. And Dan was like, you're from San Diego. I was like, no more cheese, please. I was like, so backed up. It was amazing. I love going from city to city, and what we do is incredible, and bringing the community so much together. Always looking pizza. I love pizza. I had to take a break for like a week from it, and that's all it lasted, was a week. We did get some pizza at home like a week later.
I know, we didn't even hit everything. I mean, people will see that in a video eventually that's going to come out, but we didn't even hit every pizza place that we could have, or hit some other ones too, but we'll save that for another time. But San Diego, man, I mean, obviously everyone's looking to get tacos and burritos and that kind of stuff. So definitely,
I know some of the creators are coming in, and I've been talking about this taco tour within our friend groups, and I'm gonna get together with some of the creators that are coming in early, and I'm gonna take them to taco shops and some of the shops that Pat frequents, give them some behind the scenes stories, and I'm excited to just have some food and stories with my friends, and I can't wait to have it happen.
It'll be like those tours in Hollywood where you drive around to all the homes of the celebrities. It's like, let's see where Pat, maybe you'll see Pat here.
I should make
all the different places he goes to.
Weird looking of like homes of the stars. It's shops of Pat. Where he goes.
All the shops Pat goes to. People have wanted maps of like the shops from videos of like just like a list of all the shops, or a map of all the shops to go to that are from videos. So
what about merch, like a San Diego Card Party like thing, but on the back it's like a map of the spots from Deep Pocket Market?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, that'd be good. Oh man, that's a good one.
With like with like a little key in the corner of like places that Pat has cried. at with little special marks.
So it's just Ninja Exchange.
It's just
Yeah. Ninja.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Frankenstein's is Southern California, but it is not San Diego. It is about a 2-hour drive, depending on how heavy your foot is. So if you come to Southern California early enough and you want to make that trip up there, go for it. It's really exciting. I've even had some of the vendors that we've worked with in the past ask for advice on what they should do, what they should bring, and what would make them stand out. I was like, well, you're in San Diego. You've been in Pat's videos multiple times. Make a small little sign that says "as seen on DPM," like you would in like the Walmart's "as seen on TV" section, and get a little screenshot of what you like, the deal you made with Pat. And people will go to you and they'll ask stories. They'll buy like that. I think that was a good way for them to do it. But most of the advice, like even if you've never been to Pat Video and you are a vendor coming to a card party or any event of this size, bring bulk. Bulk is going to be so important at card party. I love Collecticon and I love Collectopia and I love all these other events because they are fun. But there's a different kind of buyer and seller dynamic there where, yes, you can still get some of the big milestone cards, the big chase packs. But this one, Card Party, stands out because it's so family-friendly focused, not just collector focused, where people want to complete sets. And what do you need to complete that set is the bulk, the commons, the uncommons, and everything in between. And sometimes Pat may not have them at Bulk Alley. So if you guys are vendors, bring your bulk boxes. You don't have to bring all of them, of course, but bring what you can because that's what's going to be needed to help people finish their sets. It's easy to stop and bring goodie bags, says Pinky. Ooh, Pinky's bringing goodie bags.
I thoroughly enjoyed your goodie bag. I have your card downstairs on my shelf, actually. Those little things. And I have I got a Jolteon, like a little mystery thing. I don't know, it was a Jolteon. Suck it, Ian.
The eraser.
I got a little eraser.
The erasers. Yeah.
I have it over here on my shelf.
suck it, Ian. God, and they were worried about me saying something out of pocket. Artemis says, when I'm in California, I'm looking for some good tacos and burrito places. Don't you worry. Ian and I will have a list ready for the next time this happens, and Ian and I go live. We'll talk about what you can do with your family if you're coming a little early or staying a little late. We'll talk about food places you can go to, both Mexican food and non-Mexican food, because there's even some local pizza places that I absolutely love. And we'll talk about restaurants, places to go as families, and all of that with Ian. But I'm gonna go back to Dan for a second. Dan, I already talked about your storytelling panel, the panel you do with Pat, Powder, and Alex. Are those panels coming back? Can you say that at least? Because those have been a staple, and I know so many people are loving it. What can they expect this year from those panels?
So we do 2 different sessions. One session, which has been on the Saturday the last times, and I think we'll continue to do that, which will be the behind the scenes of Deep Pocket Monster. That's where Pat and I are on stage, and maybe some of the team. And it all depends on people's schedules and everything like that and what's going to work. But we will do one, and that's for the fans. That's for anybody who's a fan of Deep Pocket Monster and you've ever wanted to ask anything. Obviously not like, what's your phone number, credit card number, what's your, like all that. Those have been asked. And that's not what it's for. But what it is, if you've ever had any questions about Deep Pocket Monster, anything about it, that's the time for fans to come up and to ask these questions. So that will definitely be happening again, and we'll probably be doing that at all 3. And then on what should be Sunday, again, all this stuff is not scheduled yet, but it will be. I know these for sure are going to be happening. Will be more for creators or aspiring creators. So it's not just like if you're a creator. It's if you ever think you might want to become one, or you're just interested in, that kind of stuff, then it's a session where I will share my talk of the year, like basically this talk that I will take not only just a card party to other events for creators that where I'll be speaking at. In fact, I'm going to be speaking next week at an event, and so it'll be a brand new session, so it won't be the same session as last year. I'll be sharing storytelling, specifically storytelling around around how we told the story of the Every Umbreon Ever video. And that's what I'll be speaking on, and then that will be opening up to Q&A, which will be me, likely Pat, but maybe not. But I will also bring up other creators. Like the last couple times we've brought up Powder, we've brought up Alex. They may come up, I may ask them to come up, but I may ask other creators and different creators who are doing great, no matter what their subscriber numbers are. But if their videos are great and they could tell a story and they do videos, or they could bring things up that I can't answer, especially when it comes to shorts and things like that, that I think we'll be able to ask questions to from a creator's perspective. So always look forward to those. Always looking forward to nerding out when it comes to that kind of stuff. I won't overwhelm anybody with analytics. We're going to be focusing in more on the idea of storytelling. But I will give a little bit of that, and not just a look at our analytics, but how do you understand analytics and how do you understand these things? But it'll be more focused on the idea of how to tell a story. So looking forward to that, but especially the behind the scenes one. The behind the scenes is always fun because we're not presenting anything. It's literally just whatever questions you have as a fan of Deep Pocket Monster, come and stand up online and come ask us. Most of them want to talk to Pat, but some of them will ask me questions sometimes too. And that'll be fun. And yes, Tina, I will definitely be having Ian, if his schedule works, come up at least on one of them this year to talk about his Jolteon series and talk about the storytelling, and for him to be able to answer questions of what he brings to the table. Ian brings a lot to the table for Deep Pocket Monster when it comes to graphics, when it comes to editing, when it comes to shooting, when it comes to being a character on screen, and also doing his own content, which he's been crushing it at, absolutely crushing it. And it has nothing. It's not about him being pushed from Deep Pocket Monster. It's that he's done really good videos, and people are responding, and they go and watch it. And some people even say, "I love how it's different from Deep Pocket Monster in some ways," and so he's not getting those views because he's getting pushed from Deep Pocket Monster. He's getting those views because the videos are worth it and they're watchable. And I can tell you, because I've seen the retention on those, he's shared them with me, and people are watching. If it was just because people were getting sent over from Deep Pocket Monster, the retention would drop and people wouldn't care. But people do, and are excited for the challenge he's put himself in, and the the hole that is every language and everything and of all time Jolteon. So excited to see what he continues to do, and just really excited for him and proud of him for what he's been able to do with that. He's gonna continue to crush it, and he's gonna hit 100K this year. I could already tell you that. Subscriber wise, it's gonna be way more. And so excited for what he's doing, but we hope he doesn't want to walk away and not do cameraman-y and stuff anymore.
But do you know what he doesn't have? A Jolteon little mini eraser that I got from a grab bag from Pinky.
Not yet.
I bet you he has it.
No.
Anytime I've seen anything like, hey, he's like, yeah, I've got this.
Andres wants to know, do we have a South Florida-like day plan? No, we barely have a San Diego day plan that is set in stone right now. Everything's a rough draft until everything is public. That's how you know things will be finalized. South Florida, I'm sure there's stuff in the works, but nothing is set in stone enough for us to give you a day plan for Florida. Sorry, Andres. I wish I could give you more clues for that.
You could expect a lot when you see what comes out for San Diego. It'll probably be a lot of similar stuff. Not in the similar stuff in the sense of like the shows are going to be the same. It'll be timing wise, things will probably be similarly laid out. But again, all that stuff will come out. It's coming, and always subject to change, and adjust. Because the thing we've always done is just more of what works and less of what doesn't. So what happens at each one, we just continue to adjust and do better and better each time. So I would even say by Florida, it should be an even better show than what San Diego is going to have. And the same thing for Texas can be even better than what Florida was, because you learn from it and you adjust. You don't just do it and not adjust. You adjust based on how things go and what you're seeing, and then you improve on it. And that's why if you come to Card Party now, and you were at Card Party 1, you'll be able to be like, wow, you could see the areas of where it's improved. Um, and and that's just what we're trying to do. We're trying to just make it a more enjoyable time for everybody. And it's a lot of work, but it's exciting stuff. So yeah, things will continue to get better, and things will continue to come out.
So my question to you, Dan, then, with that said,
Mm.
where is Snorlax time coming back?
No, my God. Oh, no. 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 No.
I bring that up because, like, we're basically building off what you just said. Like, we learn from our mistakes. We learn from the things that we try. See if it works. If it doesn't work, it gets pulled. And that was one of them.
Yeah, that was. I remember that being like the biggest criticism of negative criticism, I should say, because there's so many positive criticisms from Card Party 1. And it was because it was so chaotic. It was. Don't get me wrong. It was amazing and it was a fun idea, but the execution has been improved on for what we do with that now. Because I heard someone got bit. Like, yeah, it was.
It got wild, but you know what? That's what makes the first event always special, right? You always could look back at, we're always looking to push the bar, try and experiment, try different things, and hey, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We figure it out next time, and that's okay. But those who were there that got to experience it will have that memory, and a lot of people look back and go, that was crazy, and it was fun, and it was crazy, right? So it's a memory no matter what.
Yeah.
And so I think those are the kinds of things that is why it's like, hey, those who took a chance on the first one, they'll have fun, memories of things that are only ever going to exist at the first one, and that'll be the same for these, right? Like, obviously, hopefully, nothing crazy happens, but it's just like the idea of like, hey, you're going to experience something that will be unique. And yes, we have 3 card parties that are all Gen 4, so it'll be similar branding and similar things that go on with all 3, but each one's going to be unique, and we're going to actually have unique merch and stuff for each one of these events that will align with where they are. So if you go to all 3, you're going to have a different experience with a lot of similar, you know, the things you're going to be able to expect and the fun you're going to be able to have, but you're going to experience unique stuff each time, and there'll be things that you can get then that'll be unique, and maybe that's some beans, but it's not really. I mean, but Tampa and Seattle also have their own merch too. So if anything,
Yes.
that kind of shows the pattern as well. So there'll be a uniqueness to all of them in some way. And the stage show is always going to be more stuff added, more games, right? We do a lot of game show style. The stage is first year and second year, we're very late night show style. Now it's more game show style. And we'll just continue to improve on those games and have fun with that, with both creators and attendees getting to go up on the stage and play, compete for cards and prizes and plushes and who knows what, right? All the different things that kind of Pat decides he wants to do. So
Yes. And then from chat, Artemis says, Snorlax time scared me. I'm glad that's not part of Card Party anymore. Kat says, Dan, I need to know about that hoot hoot you have there. I'm going to steal it. She didn't say I'm going to steal it, but we know that's what she's going to do. And then Jojo wants to know, what's one of the things that you're looking forward to in San Diego? Chris, we're going to start with you. What's something you're looking forward to or something you're hoping returns for San Diego?
Ooh, Snorlax time. I hope that comes back. Something I'm looking forward to. Honestly, for me, it's a little bit different because I've always loved Pokemon. I grew up with it, right? I was there when it was written, and but I kind of just stuck with the games as in the older times. So I've only dove back into like this world in the last like 3 years. So for me, I actually just like going and hanging out with you guys, just hanging out with the people, and just experiencing something that's like nothing else. There's nothing out there like what we are doing, and every time is different. Every time is just crazy in the best way possible. So I think though, to dial it more to like the cards and stuff, I think I'm actually looking forward to diving more into it. And I've been collecting some cards over the last year or so, and so looking to complete some sets. So I think I'm looking forward to that most.
I would ask Dan the same question because it sounds like it's for all of us, but Dan might know a little more than we do. So we're just going to skip Dan on this one because we don't want to get him in trouble.
That's true.
Yeah, because we're the Card Party producer, channel, and face host guy. Dan's very much hands on with some Card Party decisions. So Dan, we're not going to get beans from you, and I hope you're okay with that. I'm looking forward to meeting the people, as always. If you guys see me walking on the floor or walking anywhere, go ahead, stop me, say hello. If it looks like I'm in a rush trying to go somewhere, I will still stop, say hello as fast as I can. I wish I can make the experience longer, but there's some times that not just myself, there's other creators that have to be at a certain spot at a certain time. So just remember that most creators, or I would say all of us, I would definitely say all of us, we're not trying to ignore you. We're like, oh, hi, how you doing? Quick sign and then leave. We're trying to get from point A to point B because of timing. We either have to go to our meet and greet destination for our meet and greet timetables. We have to go to the pack battle stage so we can open up some packs with other creators, and then those packs, the hits get given away to the people watching those pack battles. We have to go to the live stage. We have to go to the main stage. There might be places that the creators need to be. It might even be to the bathroom. But just know that all the creators are not there to be rude to you, to just sign and go. We might have somewhere to go, but if I have time, I don't mind talking to you guys. I will talk to you guys all day if I need to, or if I have the ability to, because I love talking to you guys. Without you, we would not be able to do this or have as much fun as we are doing it. And then from Artemis, I saw a great question from Artemis. I'm going to scroll back up because Dan, I think you should answer this one, or maybe you'll be able to answer it. There it is. Maybe because it might be a question or something we might have to give back to the Card Party team. So it's a good thing you're here. Artemis wants to know, gotta ask, will there be another sensory-friendly space set aside for San Diego? Card Party for those that don't want to go back to the rooms, but want to stay close to the excitement. I believe Anaheim and was it Orlando had a sensory room to like decompress, and you don't have to go all the way up to the rooms. Is San Diego going to have anything like that, or is that something we may have to press off to the team because that has been asked in the past?
Yes, we'll continue to have those. That was something I believe started in Orlando, and actually Tina was a big reason for that as well, helping us get started with doing that. So yes, I think that will still continue. I can confirm, and obviously, but everything that we've been doing, especially with that, should absolutely still be in the works to do. So I would expect yes.
Yes. Okay. Godpack Jack is saying, hoping you guys come to Northeast next year. If I can afford a ticket, I'll come to Florida this year. Yeah. Obviously, we can't tell you guys destinations for next year. They're not. I don't know them. Dan might know them, but he doesn't want to get in trouble. Yeah, I know Chris does. If I don't know them, Chris doesn't know them. As soon as the announcements are officially made, usually at the end of the Sunday night of Card Party, Pat will usually make the announcement of the next location or the first location or one of the locations for the next year's Card Party, because he even did this year out of order because San Diego was introduced last. So who knows what order they're going to be announced, but the next location will more than likely be announced at Card Party on Sunday night. And as soon as it's announced, an hour or two passes by. Kat, again, huge shout out to Kat. She is the woman behind in the Instagram page. Without her, a lot of these notifications wouldn't get out to you guys. So she'll probably have that out as soon as it's informed. Can we have?
I don't know when. I don't know when those will be exactly announced. Yeah. So it may not be San Diego. It might be another one. I don't know. Obviously, all that stuff is still in the works. Announced at San Diego.
Yeah.
So now, I don't know if when and where if what will be announced. Obviously, it's still early; things are in the works there, but it all comes down to when contracts get signed and all that kind of stuff. And I can tell you right now, there's nothing set at the moment, or there would be some form of announcement. So. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat with you guys. A lot of that stuff is above my head, and I don't even know. So, yeah, those things will come. Right now, our biggest focus is on the current events that we've got ahead of us, and we've got 3, and 3 is a lot. So.
3 is huge. Yeah. Card Party is a dream of mine. I'm so behind on bills, so probably won't be able to make it this year, but hopefully I can make it in 2027, says Godpack. There's always because Card Party is at least 2. I don't know if there's going to be 3 for next year. It should. That's the nice thing about it. There's not 15 or 20 every year. There's not 1 anymore. It does give people the opportunity to plan ahead and get everything going for which location they want to go to. There's that's something we did not talk about yet. The feature creators are. Some of them may change from location to location based on timing, because some have different obligations they might have to do at during certain times. So there might be a creator in San Diego that might not be in Texas. There might be one that's at all 3. There might be some that are only at 1 this year. So that's hopefully the creator you want to see is one that goes to the location you're willing to go to. It's so fun. I can't wait. Where I just saw one, all department on Wi-Fi signal, but I have to try to keep up in real time. I don't know why I read that one. Maybe I'm just trying to find something. I thought I saw something interesting, but I think I missed it or it got deleted. But with all of that being said, we're going to go to the classic do's and don'ts, Dan. And I want you to think, not like producer Dan, I want you to think of someone as someone going to Card Party for their very first time as a spectator. For what advice you would give them. Give me 2 do's and 2 don'ts.
2 do's and 2 don'ts. Okay. If you're going for all 3 days, try your best to experience everything, but you don't need to get everything all in on the first day, right? Some things you'll be able to do across all the days. And so being able to spread your time out, like look at the calendar and say, I could do this that day, I could do this that day, right? So you don't feel like you have to kind of cram everything in there, would be one thing to do. Another thing, like I said before, just keeping a really good attitude, like just going, things might not work out exactly as you have planned, especially when there's a lot of people, especially when calendars may change, lines might be long for some things. Like if you want to meet somebody, maybe it might be too long of a line. Maybe you don't get to see a certain person. It's okay. Like allow yourself to be flexible. Like that's the thing. A lot of people just be flexible with your time, be flexible with what's going to happen. And I think you'll be able to enjoy it. And also, I guess I'm going against the rules. The third 3, go to the main show at night. Some people skip it. They think, I just want to go to the expo. The main show, like, you could get there. There'll be seats. You get in and enjoy the show, because that's something else that's going to continue to be different. We're going to continue to evolve that and make it more and more fun each year. And I've got some ideas and some beans that I am absolutely not going to spill on here, because those are things that will be just for the live audience, that's going to make it fun and unique across all 3 shows. And so there are things that I am actively working on right now with the team that I cannot wait. If we can do it the way that we want to do it, I can't wait for how it's going to go. So excited for that.
Is one of those things the things we spoke about like a week ago? About I'm really excited now. I told you guys, I know beans.
I don't know beans. I have no beans.
I don't know.
I know that. I know
the
that
beans you're thinking.
I know that.
I don't know. There's a lot of different things going on all at the same time. So I'm always like, what was the thing? What was the bean? Yeah. But yeah, there's going to be some fun stuff with the main show over the course of the year. And that's going to be fun. So just go in having a good time. Don't don't like take something that's not yours, please. I know that anyone here watching this probably isn't going to do that, but just like don't take things that aren't yours. Respect boundaries of people and everything like that. And what else would be a don't? I mean, I'm just thinking about all the things um, that are fun to do, but I guess, yeah, I feel like that's my list. I feel like that's kind of a both list if I were just focusing
it's a
on
good
that.
list.
Yeah.
We have some do's in the chat as well. If you guys have some do's and don'ts you want to share, go ahead. And if they're good, I'll read them out loud. And the first one is from Pinky, comfortable shoes. Make sure you are wearing comfortable shoes,
Yes.
especially if it goes back to staying on site. If you're not staying on site and you have to walk, if you want to walk back and forth to your hotel, or just in general, you're going to be on your feet for hours on this weekend. So wear comfortable shoes, walking shoes, comfortable socks, stay hydrated, of course. So another do from Artemis, have card sleeves, top loaders on you. Never know what you're going to pull or when you're going to pull it from any packs. There's packs going to be open everywhere. And it's just nice to have extras, because if someone doesn't bring any, you could be that person and part of their memory of, oh, I went to card party, I pulled this amazing card, I didn't have sleeves, Artemis came to the rescue. You could be Artemis in that story. Last year I pulled a gold Gardevoir. It did not have any top loaders. I should have finished her story. Artemis was not Artemis in the story I just gave, but she needed the sleeves and top loader. So I'm sure someone was there to help her with that, because there's someone always there. But bring it. It can't hurt. The main show, deodorant, says Pinky. Do buy your tickets before April 1st, says
Yes.
Kat. Yes. Buy your tickets now before, unfortunately, the prices do increase. And while you're there, book your hotel. What's nice is if you book your hotel through the Card Party website, they're not going to charge you anything right now. They're just going to book and reserve your room. Everything will be charged while you're at the event. But, oh man, I highly recommend staying on site. It's going to be amazing. Chris, what are your do's and don'ts that you would give to first-time Card Party attendees?
Well, I would say create your bug out bag, as they call it. Your grab bag or your event bag. Stuff it full of essentials like snacks, water bottle filled with preferably just water or your favorite beverage. Deodorant definitely is a big one. And whatever else that you need, like a power bank with a charger, some of the basic stuff that you tend to kind of just overlook when you show up to these events. Just have yourself the essentials so you are ready to go, or at any point and any time. The other thing is, do take into consideration that this is a family event. All ages are welcome. That means there are young people around, young individuals known as children. And keep that in mind as well. Just pay attention to who you're around, and watch the language, things like that. We want to make sure it's as family friendly as possible. We don't want any things happening. Don'ts. Well, kind of all in one with that one, but
Yeah.
I guess this is another do, kind of following up what Dan said. That do go to the night show. I was talking with somebody last year that didn't even know about it until the third day, which I don't even know is how that was possible. But go to the night show. That's where the main games and your chance to even go on stage and win some cool prizes. That's where it's happening. But I guess the other don't would be don't wait and buy your ticket later. Get it before April 1st, before the prices go up, and book your hotel. All that good stuff.
Yeah, Project wants to know, are only 16 people going to Card Party? Absolutely not.
16.
There's more than 16 feature creators on the website already, and it is still being updated. This is not the final list for Card Party San Diego. The list will be updated probably, if Seattle was a pattern, probably not until the day before Card Party is supposed to happen. Will the feature creator list be finalized? But when it gets updated, you can, if you follow me on Instagram, I love updating the people when that list gets updated because I love knowing which one of my friends is going to be there, which one of my friends may have got the promotion from attendee to feature creator. And I know Kat is also going to do well in promoting of, hey, list got updated. So it's always going to be a good time. I can't wait. My face will be on there 16 times, says Powder. Powder is going to be a feature creator again this year. I'm going to spill beans again. Dan can't stop me. Powder is 100%. If he's not a live stage host with me again this year, I will quit for about 5 minutes because I have so much fun. I love you, Powder, but I can only protest for 5 minutes. Powder, of course, is going to join me on the live stage. There's no doubt in my mind. We have so much fun together, and I can't wait to give him more Steam Siege packs on camera. It's so fun. I have the best luck pulling cards with Powder.
He's been skipping Steam Siege Sunday, and it's an atrocity.
He's blaming me.
Everyone needs to go on to all of the Powder accounts and be like, "Why are you skipping Steam Siege Sunday? Just because Gonzo pulled the card doesn't mean that you don't have to pull it now."
Yeah,
and
that binder can have.
We need Volcanion. Volcanions need to be pulled. Volcanions need to be pulled more of them.
Absolutely.
So just he wants it. Like he wants all those comments. So just like let him know he loves it. He really does.
He really does.
And
don't let his replies fool you.
Yes, he's just playing a character. He really, really enjoys. He enjoys that stuff.
He really does.
Yeah, and he really loves that people gift Team Up to Alex and they gift Steam Siege to him. It's just like what a cool thing that people will like they gift Alex like a subpar set like Team Up, and then they gift Powder like the best set that's been printed ever. So that's what I think he's so appreciative of the community doing this for him. And I'm just glad that Gonzo and I could just be a little part in helping the community know about that and do that, just because to really let him know how much we care and love him. And how much he enjoys it. See, he's just like
right now.
He's
To call
overwhelmed.
my lawyer. This is defamation.
He's overwhelmed with the love and support. This is exactly why you need to subscribe to this channel and watch the live stream at Card Party. That's actually my favorite thing. If we were going to say my favorite thing, the thing that I look forward to the most is seeing is the fact that the live stage gets put together and you get to do crazy stuff like this on the live stage with these guys. So yes,
can we update Powder's profile on the website from him? From what he gave us to just anything with him opening Steam Siege. We have a picture of him. I know exactly what picture to throw up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so good. Kat says, okay. Kat says, do listen to staff when they tell you things. They keep everything running smoothly, especially when they're trying to clear people out for the next activity. Yes, if you guys love these locations that we go to, listen to the staff. If the easier you make things for the staff, the more likely they're willing to work with us and let us come back. The harder things are for them, the more than likely they will not want to work with us anymore. So I saw Powder's name in the chat and I almost started giggling again. Yeah, just the staff is not there to make it difficult for anyone. They're there to make things easy for everybody. So the staff is your friend, not food. Jojo wants to know, is Powder going to be a trader again? The teams, if you guys don't know about the teams, they split the teams off into examples, red team, blue team. The feature creators do not know what team they're on until we check in. Well, until we check in and then we find out what teams we're on. Then the attendees, I believe they get to pick what team they're on now. It's not just random. I think you get to pick what team you're on. Last year, Powder was split from Team Loser. Team Loser is myself, Danny Fantup, it used to be Powder, and Marie. We have been to all the card parties at that time, and all of us have lost every single time, including Powder, until Seattle. And he betrayed us and went to go on Super Duper Danny's team and Real Breaking Nate's team, where they have gone undefeated on these team battles. And yeah, Powder betrayed me.
If I'm not
Powder,
mistaken, you haven't won one yet, right?
No, that's what I just said. Were you not listening to the story, Chris?
I am producing this live stream. I'm paying attention to all these things.
Look, no. If you need me to repeat it, I lost again. I
definitely want to hear it again. What'd you say?
I lost. I'm going to teach these kids new words that you just told me not to teach them.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. No. I lost again. Hopefully, Powder stays on the other team, because now, yes, again. Hopefully, Powder is on the opposite team of me again, because I need to teach him a lesson about betrayal and loyalty. Chris is on the clock, says Kat. So,
another thing to note. Just there will be a website as well that you could go to. When that link is active, we could share it, but it won't be active until closer to the event. But that will be always up to date when things change, including on site. There. A lot of times, you have like paper kind of stuff that says when things are happening, but the problem is when things change last minute, someone can't make something has to adjust. That website will be constantly adjusted. So yes, you could look out on socials. Socials are going to continue to be better than they've ever been because of what Kat's doing, getting the info out. But that website will have all information on where everything is, who's going to be where, and what. That will be updated, so you will get that as an attendee, and you'll actually be able to go direct to that website at any point throughout the entire card party event to be able to know where things are and when they change. As for creators, again, we don't have any official word on any creators until they're updated on the site. I don't have any inside information on any creators until they're actually on the site, because that's all handled by the team that's handling creators. I don't handle that. Neither does any of us. So that will all come out when they show up in the site. So if you have favorite creators or anything that you want to see, you'll know if they're coming out. They are coming out now as those conversations and contracts are being signed. So we'll have a lot more of that information as we move forward.
I am currently looking at the list of content creators confirmed to be going for San Diego, and I'm going to go over them because I love you guys and I want you guys to know who's going to be there as of right now. And we have Pat Flynn, you guys know who he is, Real Breaking Nate, Marie, Super Duper Danny, a Water Pokemon Master, also known as Poke Beach. Yeah, Poke Beach is going to be there. John was amazing to talk to. Trader TCG, Twice Baked J, Chris Pie TCG, Pokemon Radar, of course, Ian with Ian, Jay's Corner TCG, Not Shavam, myself, Pidgey Boys, Trevisard, Brad TCG, Caleb Swag X, Legend of Luke, Scott's PC, Brit Daycake, Trainer Speed, Pokecam, Legions Collectibles, Pinky Pogo, Finn Doodles, Mimic Brood, Denarion, Bikini Dratini, Just Joshin, Pokepair Corruption, Catamal, Wally Bear, Professor Metry, and the first two brand new feature creators had the card party this year. First time feature creators, Gym Leader T and Game Boy Drew. First time content not first time content creators, first time featured creators. This is going to be the first time on the website, on the page. Excited to meet them again. Gym Leader T I've met in the past. Game Boy Drew is new to me. I believe he is a UK content creator, so I'm excited for that. There's content creators from all over the world. Pokecam is also from the UK, so that is going to be some exciting news and people to see. And again, this list is just going to get updated. I don't know how often it's going to get updated or when it gets updated. I legitimately have that page on my phone and I refresh it about every 6 hours because it's at random times. It's never like tweeted out that, hey, it's updated. It's if you want to find out if your content creator's going, you're going to have to refresh that page or follow the Card Party Instagram page. I do put the link in our Instagram bio during the event as well, so if you ever need to go, you can find it there. That is in regards of the updated information. Pinky Pogo says, I've been making content for 6 years. My current series is highly influenced by the Card Party Seattle. Yes, we influence each other all the time at all these events. That's where some of my stuff, my shorts, my long form content, even my live streams have been impacted by the people I have met via Card Party. So I can't wait to have you guys going. Oh, Brit Day Cake is going too, says God Packy. Yes, Brit Day is going as well. It's going to be so fun. Everybody, thank you guys so much for coming in. Chris, do you have any last words you want to provide or give to the people?
Well, let me bestow upon wisdom, apparently, on the spot. No.
Yes.
I'm just really excited. I cannot wait. For this year. It's going to be crazy. There's going to be 3 events, which is still mind-blowing to me. But that just means there's going to be so much content for you to watch afterwards, to reminisce, or if you can't go, I will be putting together so many freaking awesome videos coming soon. And you want to stick around this weekend, or peep this weekend on this channel, because I have a fun video going out on Sunday, taking you all the way back to Gen 1 on behind the scenes of when we set a Guinness World Record. Yeah, a little bonus, a little insight. It's pretty fun. That's going to be coming this weekend.
A little inside baseball.
But other than that, no, I am stoked and cannot wait for this year.
Yeah. Dan, thank you so much for coming on and giving us some behind the scenes looks and stories for Card Party. Is there anything you want to let the people know, or anything we didn't get a chance to talk about before we head off for the night?
No, I think that's man. I'm excited. I'm excited that it's in San Diego, the hometown of Deep Pocket Monster, even though it's not my hometown. But it is a special place. It is going to be very exciting, I think. With the things we've got planned and coming along, it's going to be a really, really fun time. And I love the location. I know we've talked a lot about it, but, those are the things. And for the question that Kat had before, what's up with the hoot over there? I've always been asked at Card Party and all these events, oh, Dan, what's your favorite Pokemon, right? And I'm the producer. I'm the behind-the-scenes guy. I never know what to do. I'm a Gen 1 kid, right? Millennial. So the easy answer was always like Charizard, right? But I was like, all right, I've got to actually have like an answer of who my Pokemon are, right? Who's my official Pokemon favorites. Obviously Charizard's on that list, but we're going to say Tauros number 1. Why? Choice. The first games I loved to catch Tauros in the Safari Zone. It was always a challenge. So as a kid, I always was like, yeah, I got to get this guy. And I had him as part of my team. Just like this Tauros that always would get wrecked as you start getting up in the game. But that's what I would always want to get. And then when Silver and Gold came out, as a kid, I was so blown away that the game would change at night. And I remember being surprised by it. Maybe I didn't know about it. Maybe I did. I can't remember. But I remember being surprised when I turned on the game and it was nighttime and there was a hoot instead of whatever, it was a Pidgey or something that you were catching there in the grass. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. There's something different. This didn't happen in the first games. So I caught that hoot and I obviously became a Noctowl, and I always had it as part of my party in Silver, which is what I played then. So to me, hoot and Noctowl always have that special place in my heart. So I have the Tauros, hoot, Noctowl, and then of course I got the Ho-Oh sitting up there. I've got a bunch of Ho-Oh cards. I've got the Crystal from Skyridge, so I've already got the top Ho-Oh, you could say. So those are kind of the cards that I'm probably going to be collecting more of. I'm not doing any kind of crazy collect every language, cameo, whatever. I'm just going to collect a whole bunch of those cards. And since people always ask me that and want to have an answer for what my favorites are, those will be the ones that I'm going with. And of course, Charizard's in there, but I'm not collecting every Charizard. That's for sure. So,
that's out of our
yeah, so I was like, you know what? These are the ones I'm going to go with: Tauros, Noctowl, and Ho-Oh as the ones that when people ask me what's my favorite Pokemon, that's what we're going for. And then a Hoot, of course, because he started it for me with the Gen 2 stuff.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We have 56 days until Card Party San Diego. Please get your tickets now before April 1st. This is going to be the lowest they're going to be to date right now before they go back up again. Don't forget to book your room for the Gaylord on the website, through the website. You're not going to want to miss out. You are going to want to stay on site. Until next time, guys, with Ian will be next. We're going to force him. If I have to go to his house and kidnap him, Ian is going to be next, and we're going to talk about everything you can do in San Diego if you come early or stay late, after or before Card Party. Until next time, guys, that is Producer Dan, that is Just Another Chris, and my name is Gonzo, and don't forget, collect how you want to collect. Peace.